Hey guys, what's up? Randy Gage here. I'm a minute or two early for the show. I wanted to log on and give chance for Facebook to send out the message to people. So when you get this and you log on, say hi. Let me know where you're coming in from. Jorge Melendez, I know where you're coming in from. Good to see you. And Jedi and Feinstein as well. All right, we got some players on the show tonight. Shy the guy, we got the real players on tonight. Anyway, got a fascinating topic tonight. We're going to talk about the ultimate leverage, meaning everybody talks about one of the sexiest things about network marketing, direct selling. Alberto, good to see you. Is the leverage we get, right? The whole idea that we can escape the trading hours for money trap, which I was in for 30 years of my life, right? Being a high school dropout and working as a cook and a busboy and a waiter and whatever. My whole world was always trading hours for, in my case, dollars. But you can't create wealth that way. You got to be able to break that. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Hey, Jedi Lokier, good to see you. So I'm going to start in just a sec. So if you guys want to share it with anyone, this is a show to share with anyone who is experienced about the network marketing profession, understands the business, is thinking about what is the right company for them. Or maybe they're thinking about, well, it's not really a birthday shirt, but it is my birthday and it is a nice shirt. So thanks. Hey, Penny, good to see you. You did an amazing job on the product show this week. So anyway, if you want to share it, do it, share, check in during the thing and let me know where you're coming in from. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. It's been a wonderful day. Crazy, but wonderful. So here's the thing that, I had this topic kind of lined up about, I wanted to talk about leverage and how leverage is really created in this business, which is not the way that most people think, right? Most people have an idea, but the ultimate leverage I'm talking about is something much more extraordinary. And the events of the last 48 hours have really brought that into play. And I think it's really important to share, because I think there's some real lessons for people in our profession that need to understand this. There's been too many broken hearts in our profession. There's been too many broken dreams in our profession. There's too many people who work too hard and for too long and don't get the results they're looking for. And we've got to show them why it doesn't have to be that way, how they can break through that. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So here's what I mean when I say the events of the last 48 hours have brought this into even more focus for me, because I have been for the last 48 hours on a bunch of three-way calls and Skype casts and conversations with people, a few groups of people that are at this moment in time right now where their company has failed them. There's no other way to say it. They're in a position, they've got a team, they've poured their blood, sweat, and tears into something, building with a company, and the company has let them down. And you know what? I have been there. I have been there a few times in my business. The first time when I finally built up a business to make myself more than $10,000 a month, I got to my goal was 10 grand, right? I got to $11,000 a month. And then the company went out of business. 2 years old, right on schedule, like they say, 80% everybody's going to be done in 2 years. That's what happened with them. You say, what happened? What happened? They grew too fast, and they didn't have the money to do it. Fast forward, 10 years later or something. Now I'm making $50,000 a month. I think I've got my dream gig. I love the company. I love the people. I love the people I was working with on my team, the product line, and boom, it blew up because of one of the partners wanted to go off his own way and broke the contract and went somewhere else, and they didn't have the money to survive it, and that collapsed. So I've been through that 2 times. And then the last time I went through it, but I was young and naive, right? When this happened again, about a year and a half ago, I recognized the signs when they came down the highway, okay? Burn me once, okay, your fault. Burn me twice, it's probably my fault. Burn me 3 times, and then I have to be a freaking idiot, right? So the 3rd time around, I'm working with a company, again with people I love. I have a great, amazing team, and I see all the warning signs. We had a retention bonus supposed to be due once a year. Mine was about $250,000 a year. They started hemming and hawing around. Did I want to take it in stock options? No, I didn't. I had things I wanted to do with the money because I just bought another house and I wanted to renovate it. And then it was talk about delays, and then it was talks about, and then all of a sudden I realized, hey, nobody's getting this money, and hey, these people don't have money. And what happened is the company had been sold, new owners came in, and I just realized, you know what? These people are not who they say they are, and they don't have any money. They can't grow this company. They can't invest in this company. It's all, all hat, no cattle, as they would say in Texas. And I realized I could never get on a phone call. I could never get on a webcast again and put my name, my face out there and say, you should join this company. So I said, that's it. I'm out of here. And I got together my key people and I said, I love you and I want the best for you. And, here's the situation. And what do you guys want to do? And we decided, hey, we're leaving. And so we left. Because again, it was about protecting the team. And after seeing this twice, there's no way I was going to let my team get ambushed again. And I can tell you, when we left, we were denigrated, we were ridiculed, people lied about us, said nasty things about us. We were opportunists, just jumping after another deal. And that wasn't the case at all. And now it's a year and a half later, and we have been validated. We have been vindicated, because I can tell you, every single leader with that company, everyone in the top 20 payout worldwide, anybody with integrity has now left that company, because the things we said, they were the case, and everyone has moved on, right? So now, picture this, the last couple of days, I'm in all these conversations with people who are in this kind of scenario, and they're looking for, what do we do? How do we get out of here? Where do we go? What do we do? And I can tell you, the first group, I think, is going to do the right thing. I think they're going to come to Fusion. They're going to get their people protected in a company that is worthy of their confidence, worthy of their work, their sweat, their enthusiasm, worthy of their effort, worthy of their dreams, I guess is the best way to say it. So I think that's going to happen, and I'm really excited and happy for that group of people. Now, I have another group of people, and I'm very sad for it, because they let us know, we're looking, we've been looking at some other things, and we decided we're going to go in a different direction. Now, here's what makes it worse. I know those people. I love those people. I want the best for those people. And I think they've missed the opportunity of a lifetime. And the reason why they haven't come with Fusion is they want to be pioneers. They're in a different country, and that Fusion is open and operating in and has good logistics. And they're saying, no, we want to wait till somebody comes who's just opening up, and we could be the very first ones. We could be the pioneers. Now, I know their heart is in the right place. I know they want to be pioneers because they believe that will give their people the best opportunity. They believe that will give them the best choice for momentum. But it won't, because they don't understand the most important thing about creating momentum in this profession. I do, because I've done it twice. I've been in this game for 30 years. I have seen it. I have done it. I have been one of the people, one of the small part of the team that made momentum happen on 2 different occasions. Everybody talks about that. Every company believes they're the next one that's going to hit that exponential growth curve and they're going to be the next billion-dollar company. I get that. We all drank the Kool-Aid. We're all excited. We all love our companies. We all have confirmation bias, right? But this isn't blindless optimism with me. I've actually done this. I know how it's done. I've been doing this for 3 decades. That's why I've got a birthday tonight. Why I'm old, because I've been doing this for 3 decades, guys. So here's why I say they missed the boat, and it breaks my heart. Because I can tell you, I had someone that was making $40,000 a month. That's a lot of money, right? He comes to me and he says, I'm going to leave. I'm going to find another company. I said, why would you leave? Are you crazy? You got a great team going. You're making $40,000 a month. He looks me in the eye. He says, I want to go to another company where I can be the Randy Gage of that company. Now, what did he mean by that? Because I was the top income earner in the world. And he's talking like I was the first guy in the company, or I was the pioneer, but that wasn't the case. There were thousands and thousands of people who joined that company before me. Now, I was lucky enough, fortunate enough to discover it early on in its growth cycle. It was only about 6-7 months old when I joined. But there was thousands of people who had joined before me, right? And this guy joined along the way, and he was making $40,000 a month. And he left. He walked away from that, and he's never replicated it. He's never been able to get back to where he was because he's chasing after ghosts. He's chasing after things that didn't happen. And so my friends in this second group that I'm talking about, that I was in discussion in the last few days, why do I say they missed the boat? Why did I say they missed the opportunity of a lifetime? Because, okay, let's suppose to the country they're in, some new company comes along in the next 60 days who's ready to open there or just about to open there or whatever. Do you know what they're going to go through? Do you know what happens when companies open new countries, particularly companies without a lot of experience? What are the odds that the products will get registered on time, that they'll be in stock, that they'll be able to ship the product, that the office will get open, that they'll hire the right employees, that it'll clear customs and the product registration process and all of the legal requirements, and they won't have all these glitches? What are the odds of that? What are the odds that the owner of that company is going to have impeccable character and integrity? What are the odds that it's good people, meaning that no matter what happens, they're just good people and they do the right things? What are the odds that the products in that company are going to be priced competitively and not marked up 10 times like so many companies in the network marketing profession are, to justify bells and whistles in the comp plan? What are the odds that the compensation plan is a smart one that promotes the correct behavior? What are the odds that the products are actually going to be what we would call pull products, that instead of push products, products that pull customers in, that they want to get them, that they want to reorder them, versus products that have to be explained, that have to be validated, that you have to justify the price, that you have to push them to try and sell them all the time? What are the odds of that? What are the odds that they're going to have enough money to grow and fund and launch that company? What are the odds that they're going to have a strong sponsorship line? Now, ask the question, what are the odds that all of those things are going to be in place? And the answer is probably 1/100th of 1% are the odds that all those things are going to be in place. So my friends who made this what I think is a tragic mistake, I think they'll be back. I think 6 months from now, a year from now, 18 months from now, they're going to say, we missed the boat, but we're back. We want fusion. We're here. We get it. We see. We learned the hard way. But why do I say, do I think they're going to miss the opportunity of a lifetime? Because isn't Fusion still going to be a great deal 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 18 months from now? Yes. In fact, I could probably argue that Fusion will be an even better opportunity 12 months from now, 18 months from now. But you know why I say they've missed the opportunity of a lifetime? Because even though Fusion will be a better opportunity 12 months from now, 18 months from now, it won't be a better opportunity for them. And you know why? Because they will have lost influence. They will have lost credibility. They will have been in a company that failed and weathered that somehow and jumped on the lifeboats with their team, and they swam over to another company and got let down again. And you know what happens? The team says, "We love you, leaders, but you're not taking us where we need to go, and you've made some serious mistakes in judgment, and we can no longer trust your credibility to pick a winner. And we need a winner. We've already lost. We lost twice. We can't go back again. We can't go through this again. We've lost our savings. We've lost our business. We had car payments. We have mortgage payments. We have things like that." And you understand that when that second company went out of business that I was in, I'm telling you, I was wandering in the wilderness for 5 years because I lost credibility. Because people said, "Well, we thought you were a smart guy. We thought you had it figured out, and you told us to join this company," and then it imploded on us. And it really took me about 5 years to get back to where I could build again and have my influence in my circle, of the people who are in my world because of that. And that's what these guys are going to have to discover. And I hate that for them because I love those guys and I would love to see them do well. So what did they miss? Why do they think, well, no, if we just become the pioneer in a new company that we've got it? Or what the other people, because, there's been all kind of people who've looked over Fusion in the last year while I've been in it, right? And, well, I don't like the comp plan because the leverage matching bonus on the 5th level only pays this much. And I was looking at company B over here, and they pay an extra 2% on the leverage matching bonus on the 3rd level and an extra 0.5% on the leverage matching bonus on the 5th level. That ain't what it's about, guys. Here's what they missed. They missed what really causes momentum. They missed what really causes the ultimate leverage of leverage, which is getting in the right company at the right time. A company that is big enough to be credible, big enough to have resources, big enough to have money, big enough to have history, but hasn't yet exploded onto the international scene. That has the resources to do that, but hasn't done it yet. Because you understand, if there's companies out there that do $2 billion a year right now, $4 billion a year right now. But if you join them today, what are the odds that you're going to create momentum and your team is going to profit from that? That's not going to happen. They've had their day in the sun, right? So they're good for people with, looking for a more conservative approach of a steady, maybe not glamorous lifestyle, but a steady income or whatever. That's right. But if you want to create wealth, if you want to do something really extraordinary, something world class, you've got to find the right company at the right time. And then you have to be part of the team that creates that growth, part of the team that creates that momentum. Now, what are the factors that create momentum? Let me tell you a secret. It's not the comp plan. It's not the corporate team. It's not that they have eager, excited distributors. Are you guys getting this? Somebody give me an amen. If you have a little testimony, let's have a little church, all right? Do you get where I'm coming from? Here's what I want you to understand. There are literally thousands of companies in the direct selling space. And you know what? almost all of them have a car bonus, okay? So yes, Fusion has a free car bonus, and we have a luxury car bonus, and I love it, and great, I've got a beautiful luxury car that Fusion pays for. But you know what? Lots of companies have car bonuses. We have a team bonus. You know what? Lots of companies have team bonuses. We have a leverage matching bonus. You know what? Hundreds of companies have leverage matching bonuses. We've got a competent corporate staff. You know what? Thousands of companies have a competent corporate staff. Okay, here's what you got, and you say, well, but Fusion distributors are so passionate. They're so excited. Let me tell you a secret. Melaleuca distributors are passionate and excited. Herbalife distributors are passionate and excited. Amway distributors, after all these years, Amway distributors are still passionate and excited. And New Skin distributors and Yoni, Yuli, Goli, whatever, all of them, they all have excited, ambitious, eager distributors. But that doesn't mean they're going to go into momentum. Because everybody's got excited distributors. Everybody's got a comp plan. Everybody's got a car bonus. Everybody has a corporate team. All of that stuff. What you got to understand is that's the table stakes. That just gets you into the poker game. That's the chips you need to get in the game. That's not what puts companies into momentum. That's not what is that makes you the company that everyone is buzzing about. The company that creates a movement. The company that changes the game. Now understand, yes, you gotta have a compensation plan that makes sense. You gotta have a competent corporate team. You gotta have enough money to support the business. You got to have strong field leadership. And most importantly, you gotta have a viable product line. And the key word there is viable, meaning it cannot be a product line that's priced up 10 times to justify paying out smoke and mirrors bonuses. It cannot be a product line that's push products instead of pull products. It can't be a product line that people have to be educated about. It can't be where you have to justify the price. So you have to have a viable product line. But if you have all those things, do you understand? It's still not enough to be the special company, the company, the 1 in 10,000 that becomes a company that changes the game, like Fusion is going to change the game. You know what you have to be one of those companies? You have to be unique. You have to be fresh. You have to get in front of worldwide trends before other people get there, not after their trends. You have to be there before their trends. You have to be one of the playmakers that makes a trend a worldwide trend, that allows it to create momentum. Cindy Lapp, you give more hearts and love than anybody I've ever seen. Bless you, darling. All right, so I told you, I've done this for 30 years. I know what creates momentum. I've done it twice. Why do I say Fusion is the one? Why did I walk away from the income I walked away with? Why did the other leaders who came with me here, why did we do that? The people we've attracted along the way, Paul Devlin and his whole team, the people that we have already, I mean, Buba, Luca, Lily, Eric Gamio, Ronald Renifo, I mean, Gianmarco Mosto, Edison and Nadi. I mean, we have some, flamethrowers when we talk about field leadership. Amazing people, right? So what do we see here? Why do we stay here? Why did we come here? Why do we say, yes, this is where I'm planting our flag? Because that's what all these groups that I've been talking to the last couple of days, and all the ones that you guys have talked to, anybody you know who's in the business, they're looking around, their company has let them down, That's what they want to know is, why should I plant my flag here? How do I know that they're worthy of my trust? Because we put our names on the line. It isn't like, okay, you invest in a sub sandwich franchise, or you invest in a oil change franchise or something. You know what? It works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You learn your lesson, you lick your wounds, and you move on. I think it's different for us in this profession because we bring people into our homes. We stand up for this business. We put their decals on our cars. We tell everyone who's in our world, this is what we're doing. We become partners with this company, partners with this name, with this brand. And we bring other people in who all do the same thing, and it's home-based business. So yeah, Joanne, it's trust, right? We've got to know that the partner we're with is worthy of the trust. And we know that 90% of all startups are going to fail. And we know that the number in our profession is probably higher. And we know all of those things that have to be right just for the table stakes. The corporate team, the field leadership team, having enough money, having the viable product line, all of those things. And that just gets us in the table. What is the uniqueness? Yeah, David Feinstein, the heart and soul. What is the heart and soul of Fusion? What makes Fusion the most extraordinary opportunity in our profession? The one that I can say to my friends who made that choice, you are missing the opportunity of a lifetime. Why do I feel that about them? Why would I tell that to anyone who would call me up today, tomorrow, next week? Don't even think. There's nothing else to look at. This is where you need to be. This is home for you. This is where you can create a future. This is where you can do something extraordinary, something world class, where you can help create a movement that's going around the world. What are those factors? What makes us unique? What makes us exclusive? Let me talk about it. Let me go through just a number of, and I see a couple of them coming up already on people thing. So the first one, Shai, the guy, got it exactly right. It begins with Alvaro Zuniga Benavides, the mad genius, the founder. This man is brilliant. This man is an inventor. He didn't create Fusion products because he wanted to start a network marketing company. Do you know that Alvaro created these products because he wanted them for himself, his family? He wanted healthy nutrition that didn't have sugar and sugar substitutes and preservatives and artificial flavors and artificial sweeteners and GMOs and all of that nasty stuff. That's how Fusion came about. He was just creating something for himself. And then he recognized, I can't keep this to my family. The world needs this. And that's how it morphed into the biotech company that morphed into Fusion, right? But here's the thing about Alvaro. I get that he's a brilliant genius. I get that he's an inventor, but that isn't the greatest gift he brings to Fusion. The greatest gift he brings to Fusion is who he is as a person. Now, I've known this man for 3 years plus. And all I can tell you is after 3 years, I respect him more than the day I met him. I love him more than the day I met him. I appreciate him more than the day I met him. You know why? Because he has the single most important criteria you will ever find in a company founder. He's good people. He leads with his heart. This isn't about the money for him. This is about the mission. This is about the movement we're creating, taking these products all over the world. He is a leader, a visionary leader who is worthy of being followed. That's the kind of thing that makes a company special, that makes it unique. Hey, Devlin, it's about time you got on. Good to see you. You're going to love this topic tonight. This is a topic Paul and I have been kicking back and forth for a couple of weeks. We're working on a new video, and so we've been talking about a lot of these topics. Now, so after Alvaro, where do we go from there? We go to the most competitive product line that any company in network marketing has ever had. And again, that sounds so hypey. It sounds so salesy. I'm just telling you this as a guy who's been in the business for 30 years. Who was in the business for years, marketing products that you had to justify the price, marketing products that you had to educate people, marketing products that were push products, not pull products. So when I say, and I go back to 1956, the very first two companies that started what later became the direct selling or network marketing or multi-level marketing profession, as we call it today, going back from there now 60, 70 years, I can tell you no company has had a more competitive product line to represent, because they meet a real need. All right? How do you create wealth? You solve problems and you add value. We have products that solve problems and add value. There's a real need for them. They have demonstrable results. If you drink a Termote 3, a no-carb tea, the Youth Elixir, the On, the Vita, so many of our products, you will see the results. The pricing, great pricing. We're talking about competitive pricing. Prices that are usually less than other, competing products. Products that have good taste. I can't even tell you how important it is the fact that these actually taste good. And if you've ever represented a product line that didn't, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you have to do that, I know the taste isn't great, but it's really good for you anyway. That's what we call a push product, not a pull product. And then again, what did we say about getting in front of future trends? So you have a product line that's in front of the trend of getting away from refined sugar. You have a product line that's in front of the trend of getting away from sugar substitutes. A product line in front of the trend of getting away from GMOs. Product line in front of the trend of getting away from artificial ingredients, getting away from preservatives. So I mean it. This is such an extraordinary product line, but it's the most competitive one, and that's what drives everything. So when these people call me up and say, well, this company pays another 2% on the 27th level of the infinity bonus, I'm like, do you understand? We only get paid on products that get to the end consumer. If people don't want to buy your products, it doesn't matter if the compensation plan pays out 190%. You got to have products people want. Products people say, hey, how can I get this every month? Can you set me up a regular shipment so I get 2 boxes of Termote every month, right? That's what drives everything. Next thing, credible science. Do you know how many companies talk about their patent? And then you say, well, really? Patent? Whoa, patent pending? Really? What's the patent? What's the patent number? What's the patent on? When was the patent issued? Ain't happening, Bubba. Why? Because they don't have them. Herman, tú eres tarde. We have credible products. We have extraordinary products that are backed by numerous national and international patents. Another factor, again, unique, exclusive to Fusion, Rafael Zuniga Benavides. That's Alvaro's brother. Rafael was this genius prodigy. He went to college, did 5-year degree in like 2 years. He became an international investment banker. He ran an investment house in London. He went to the London School of Business. He's the guy who raises the money for Fusion. That bought us all those factories and the investment and the research and development. He works on other projects that are really important to Fusion, like the reforestation project and the biofuel project. And of late, the thing that he does that's so exciting for us is he's buying these acres and acres of land to create Fusion World, which will be there adjacent to the Amazon forest, and it'll be a retreat that we will be able to, a health oasis for people to come and people in the team to go and do workshops and live regenerate and rejuvenate themselves. And it's just part of the bigger picture, right? So he's a really important part of the process. And if you've ever worked with a company like some of these people I've talked to in the last 2 days, that their company can't buy product because they don't have money, they don't manufacture their own product, so they can't afford, they can't pay their bills, so they can't keep product in stock, or they can't pay commissions on time. This is because they didn't have somebody like Raphael who said, hey, we need $2 million for this new factory. Okay, we need $2 million. And they build it, okay? That leads me kind of the next thing, which is the infrastructure. The fact that we do own our own factory. That gives us the cost of goods. That's why we have those competitive prices. Do you understand? Fusion has 5 factories around the world and 21 offices. If you look at the back office, the IT infrastructure, this is the kind of thing, I mean, we have tools that I've been dreaming of having some kind of tool like these for 10 years and never had. So if you look at a function like our enrollment lines, where you just say, okay, you go back in your back office, you sign in, because remember, once you join the business, you got to manage the business. How do we do that? How do we do it in a productive way? Well, you need infrastructure, you need tools. So the fact that I can go to my back office and I can click a button that says enrollment lines, and it shows every single personal enrollee I have. Tells me if they're active, what their cycle points are this week, last week, what their highest rank achieved is, what their paid as rank is right now, how much customer volume they have, how much total group volume they have, what they need to do to qualify for the next rank. I mean, it's amazing. Same thing with our rank advancements tool. Soon as you sign into back office, it says, okay, here's your next rank that you can qualify for. Here's what percentage that you're towards that qualification. And Facebook is saying this is our most commented live video yet. That's good for you guys. You're all working hard tonight. Isa Bonita has joined. You're late too, by the way. We're putting a little mark next to your name, you and Herman. So it tells you this percent of that you're 86% toward being double platinum. And then you say, okay, well, what do I need for the extra 14%? You click that little button, that link there, and it opens up and tells you, okay, you have this many lines, qualified at this, here's what you need to get to the next rank. I mean, it is elegant. It is simply elegant. Let me talk, this next part, this is hard, because this is something very special just for Fusion, and I don't know how to say it. Me. Okay, and I don't want to sound like an arrogant jerk. I'm not an arrogant jerk. I'm really a nice guy, actually. But, I have to say this. I have sold more training materials to more people than anybody in our profession. My book is considered the seminal book on the subject, the Multi-Level Money Machine book. It's been translated, it sold millions of copies. It's in about 20 different languages all over the world. My First Circle work, First Circle book, same thing. I've had 10 bestsellers, 2 New York Times bestsellers, countless millions of audios and videos and things, because I've trained, I can make the argument I've trained more MLM millionaires than anybody on earth. When they created a network marketing Hall of Fame a couple of years ago, I was the first person inducted into that Hall of Fame. But more importantly, I'm not a consultant. I'm not an author. I'm in the trenches. I have built huge teams in 50 countries. I know how to do this business. I'm known as Mr. System because I'm all about building a step step-by-step, duplicable system so the team can succeed. That's the expertise that I bring to Fusion. And of course, I walked away from a very lucrative business, a multi-million-dollar business that I walked away from to join Fusion and be one of the leaders to help take this movement around the world. And if you've ever been, and again, I'm talking for you guys who are looking at the business, who your company hasn't worked out for you, and you've probably said, would it make a difference if I had a strong sponsorship line? If we had a system to follow, if we had good marketing materials, if we had those things, could that make a difference for my success? So that's why I bring it up. I chose Fusion. I could have gone anywhere in the world, any company in the world, and I had offers like to go, crazy gangster money offers to go places that I just said, no, I can't put my name with that brand, okay? With Fusion, I can do that, and I can look you right in the eye on this show and tell you that I am Fusion. I'm proud to be Fusion. So for what that's worth, all right? That also leads to the other part of the equation, I think, which is we have this world-class field leadership team. Like those names that I mentioned earlier, we have amazing people in this company, the field leadership. And again, these are people who know how to do this. People who have done this successfully, people who have built huge organizations and helped literally tens of thousands of people achieve their dreams. We've created System X, which is the process that we use to introduce people to the business. We have amazing training things. We have shows like this every Thursday. We have webcasts. We have live events. We have the events like Explode and Max Out, and then of course we have Alumbra coming up once a year, our annual convention. So you can get incredible training by people who actually know how to be successful in the business. And the last thing I would tell you about it is this is a company with a conscience. So you say, when you're looking for something special, you're looking for what could be the next big thing. What is the reason that this company would be a water cooler talk? What is the reason this company would create buzz? I can tell you, no small part of that, the DNA, the heart and soul, as David talked about, of this is a company with a conscience. We don't, now you look at all those ingredients we get from the rainforest. It's not because we go in the rainforest and hack down trees. No, Alvaro studied centuries of ancestral knowledge to discover the kind of foods, plants, fruits, plants that are in the rainforest, and then farms them in a sustainable manner. So it gives us consistency for the products, but also protects the rainforest and also allows us a chance to employ indigenous people. It's a company with a conscience. We're in the process right now of applying for the B Corp, which means the Benefit Corporation, which is a certification, which means you're looking after not just the benefit of the shareholder, but also of the employees, also of the customers, also of the environment and the rest of the world. So the fact that we do that, we're going through the certification now for the clean label, which is where you don't use all those Latin names and scientific names so you don't know what the ingredients are. They use the actual real world household names so you can see exactly what's in it. And clean label also means you're not using contaminated stuff and artificial stuff and things like that. So there's so much things like that. The Fusion Foundation, the work we do for kids all around the world, those are the things, guys. You say, what creates momentum? It ain't the comp plan. It ain't your amazing recruiting video. It isn't your amazing strawberry shake, okay? It is all of those factors taken together that make your company a movement something bigger than about the money, something that people want to be a part of, something that goes viral, something that transcends languages and cultures and borders and demographics, because it is something bigger than yourself that people want to be a part of. That's why I say people don't get it, they don't get it. Everybody's got a car bonus. Everybody's got a team bonus. Everybody's got a matching bonus. Everybody's got a product line. Everybody's got a comp plan. What you need is something special, run by special people who attract other special people who want to do something special. That's what fusion is about. So I hope you guys will share this with the people in your world who need to hear this message. People in your world who are making that decision. We're looking for, where is a company and a product line and a leadership team that is worthy of my trust? Where is a company, a product line, a leadership team, a compensation plan, an infrastructure, a support structure, a brand, a vision, a movement that is worthy of my dreams? That's what fusion's about, guys. All right, go out, have an amazing week. Thanks for being on, everybody. Peace.